Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Namaste. Morning, Hong Kong. Morning. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Bhavna. Hi, Oscar. Morning. Morning, One Tribe. Morning, Hinky. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Malaysia. Hi, Goni. Hi, Faye. Hi, Faye. I was thinking about you yesterday. Hey, Tony. Good morning. Good morning, Singapore. Pei and Su Ling. Hi from Stanley. Yes, I was thinking about you guys. Hi, Victor. Hi, Macau. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Washington, D.C. Aloha, Jim. Aloha, Jim. Good morning from Korea. Morning, Serene. Morning. Where are the hoppers? Where's my curd, man? Morning, Hong Kong and away. Morning, Christina. Morning, Mary. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jackie. Good morning, Australia. Morning, Melissa. Okay, good morning. Morning, Lawrence. Morning, Bali. Good morning, buddy. Hi, June. Good morning, Sandra. Hi, Dora. Lisa Mac. Lisa Mac, we're so close yet so far. Just houses away. I think you ate it, buddy. Good morning, Junko. Yes, many Koreans, Goni. Many Koreans. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Soso. Hi, Soso. Hi, Julian. Good morning, Maggie. And Melody. And Marcia, I was waiting for you. There you are. Hi, Justin. Hi, Justin. Hi, Linda. Hi, Missy. Hi, Lena. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Estelle. Yes, here we are. Everybody's saying hi. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. From Hong Kong. Yes, coming live from Hong Kong, from my bedroom. Yes, my bedroom has become my office. These office hours. Hi, Mana. Yes. Hi, Marcia. I said your name, Marcia. Marcia. Okay, so today, hi, Anusha. Hi, Chetan. Today, we have talk number 13. And good morning, O. Hi, O from Thailand. Hi, Marcia from Kane Road. Okay, so I would like to, Matt, there you are. I was waiting for you, Matt. I was thinking Bueller, and there he is, Matt. Good to see you. Hi, Keith. Keith Richards is now on. Very good. Been waiting for Keith Richards to show up. Very good. Okay, so carrying on with our discussions, I wanted to discuss a new subject today, and the subject is encapsulated by the idea to dream big. To dream big. To dream big. Now, this concept of dreaming big, I feel is vitally important to our health, to our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health. And this concept is, it's rampant in life. It's kind of cliche. Dream big, live your dreams, have huge goals, go for it, you can do anything, and all that. I'm thinking about it slightly differently than that notion. What I'm thinking about is if we can cultivate a big dream for ourselves, such as, hi Janet, such as to dream big, such as to be free of some pain, To be free of some pain can be a very big dream. To be free of some pain. To live into our bodies completely. And to Claudia Whitney, yay! Waiting for you too. Waiting for you too. Claudia Whitney. Warms my heart to see your name. The idea of dreaming big is intrinsically rooted. It is completely rooted in having faith in ourselves. And this is not a small thing. This is not a small thing. I think this is such a big thing that I can monitor myself. Some days I have a big dream, a vision of the life that I want to live today, and it's big. And other days I have a very small dream or no dream at all. Flat, dark, exhausted. And those 2 days are traversed in such a stark contrast to each other that if I was to measure my day as an example of a brick on the road of my life, I can see how a day without having a bigger vision for myself, a life lived by the days where I don't have a bigger vision for myself is low tide. That is low tide. You know, there's a concept in Buddhism, bodhicitta, this idea that we are doing the work in our spiritual life to become enlightened, to become free of the entanglement of the ego, the pain and suffering of our thinking mind and our emotions, to be free of that. But in bodhicitta in Buddhism, isn't that we want to be free ourselves. That is not the singular goal. It is that we want everyone to be free. We want that we will not be fully free until everyone is free. That's a big commitment those Buddhists make, to liberate everybody. So when I think about that in terms of my own dreams, I think about how can I live my life in a way where I become high tide, not low tide. Meaning, if I become more free and live into my bigger dreams, my higher self, this becomes helpful for others to go up. Now, I don't mean this in a cliche way, become rich and you'll inspire everyone else to be rich. I don't mean like these kind of commercialized sort of cultural appropriations to the idea of a spiritual enlightenment and fulfillment. What I do mean is that when we act courageously, the world around us notices. And something deep inside every human has this inclination, this longing to live into their own deep dream, their own potent, unmanifest life. That thing that's it's like to go to a place for yourself that is so deeply true and so deeply, it can seem distant. To nurture ourselves here is the heart of courage. That is the heart of courage. And like doing yoga every day, like having a ritual every day, having rituals every day, oil pulling, apple cider vinegar, meditating, pranayama, 2 sets of 5 minutes, pranayama every day. Do it every day for a year. See what happens. Test my theory. Asana, 1 hour of asana every day. Having these rituals are keys to unlocking. Having these rituals are keys to unlocking our own greatness. And again, it sounds cliche. These words sound super cliche. I know that. But they're bloody true. When I think about the Beatles, or the Rolling Stones, I like the Stones better. What are you going to do? The Stones are rock and roll, you know. I'm much more rock and roll. Well, the Stones, like, they look like, wow, they're just like chaos. But when you look deeply into people like that, what you see is routine. Going into the studio, practicing, rehearsing. Same song. And they have these rituals that allow something deeper to unlock. This like charisma, this incredible artistic greatness that the audience, us, gets touched by. Oh my God. I saw the Rolling Stones with Jim and Karen this earlier this year live. They're all like 100 years old. And you know, they come out, they're like these aging rock stars, and they're you know, they're like wearing the funky clothes, but they're like all grandparents. It's like all funny, right? They're all grandparents. Like literally, they're all like hobbling out, and then they freaking kill it. They play the same song you've been listening to since 1975. Same song. And it is like it's brand new. It's like, whoa! And they are like in it. And I don't want to play Sympathy for the Devil. That's not my thing. But by being in this greatness, by seeing someone go for it to live their dream, an 80-year-old rock star saying, I want to fill a stadium again. I want to get on stage and do it again. I want to dance. I want to give these people a show. And they do it. And I'm not like, oh, now I want to do that. But I left that show feeling that I deeply wanted to do my thing. More deeply, I wanted to do my thing. Whatever weird little thing that you want to do. You have to listen so deeply. Hi, Frankie. You have to listen so deeply to yourself. Like the voice of authenticity that comes through it. Pulls through, it like punches through the fog in moments. It comes through, it's been my experience, you know, that when you're around someone that is like not egotistically trying to win something, but they're authentically living into their big dream, it's like, even if it's the weirdest thing, you don't even like it. It's like you see someone do that authentically, the little burner flame, the little pilot light of courage and the heart of courage, it goes like, it's like, oh, whoa. That's why yoga is unendingly effective. Because you get around someone that's doing like an amazing, a downward dog. You see someone do, whenever I see someone who's like super skilled do downward dog, I'm like, oh my God, I want to go write a novel. I want to go DJ. I want to go like climb a 8,000 meter peak. It's like, you know, it's to focus on our wildest, most deeply authentic dream may take us our whole life. The dream to speak eloquently, to sing, to love deeply into our relationships, to write a book, to build a house, whatever. I have some strange dreams. Like there's a river in the north of Canada that goes from Whitehorse in the Yukon all the way up and around through the Brooks Range and the mountains through Alaska, all the way out to Nome in the Bering Sea. It takes like 3 months to canoe it. That's like this weird dream inside me. And when I think about it, even now I'm talking about it, as I think about these things, it's like I know that dream is true. It's authentic. It's not like I want like a medal for it. It's like it's true because I feel this pilot like a poof. It's like there's these little things in life that give us this indicator that like that is something worth pursuing. Like the Steve Jobs, that great lecture he gave, turning back and looking back on your life. That it was the commencement speech he gave, and he was saying how like you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking back. And like there's this idea of following your dreams and following your passions and et cetera, et cetera. I find this is a very careful subject, because who doesn't have like all these ideas and I'm passionate about this, and then you lose passion and all these dreams, so many things. It's actually a more mature exercise to get in touch with our authenticity and to live by that is the path towards recognizing what our big dream is. And we've talked about how to get in touch with our authenticity. You know, some of the techniques, like be consistent with yourself, measure things, measure, like we can manage the chaos of our mind and body when we measure it more often. You know, I don't mean weigh yourself, but maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but I don't weigh myself. I never owned a scale. I don't know. Just it is, but I mean like measure your day, measure how much you have an idea. I have some work to do. I want to write, or I have to create something, or there's some kind of work. You measure it. 15 minutes here. I want to read that book. There's this book that has deep knowledge. I want to read it. Measure it every day. 20 minutes of reading. If it's too much, 10 minutes and 2 times a day. 20 minutes. And you make it through, and you go through, and you measure these things, and you become accountable to yourself. You become your own manager. And in that, we start to become more authentic because we're accountable. Accountability, authenticity. Like, I say I'm going to do this, I set an intention, and I fulfill it. Feels good, builds confidence. And the truth in that leads us further to something bigger and something bigger. And when you don't know what you want, and who bloody does, right? That's the worst question ever. What do you want? When you don't know what you want, start small. I started this talk and I said, dream big. But when you don't have a big dream, start small. Low tide can go up incrementally. Like the Canadian tides in the East Coast, they fluctuate like 20 feet or something. It's crazy. They go up and down like the tides. Start small. Start small. Take a small thing. Like, if you were going to read a book, and you're like, okay, I'm going to read a book, the Tibetan book of living and dying. It's like thick, small print, you know? It's like, maybe that's too big. Marcus Aurelius Meditations. That's thin. Look at that. Look at that. Start small. Start small, but start and be accountable. Measure it. Challenge yourself to live into your dreams. And be accountable. Be measurable. You know, sometimes we work off positive motivation. Live your dreams. Fulfill yourself. Joy and happiness is out there for you. Wow. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Venus. But here's the thing. Some of us aren't motivated by that positivity. Some of us, like, some days I find positivity like, yay! This doesn't help me. The cheerleading doesn't help me. Doesn't. Sometimes the cynical, the wheel in my mind that's cynical is stronger. It beats it off. So I use both positive regard and I use negative. I'll tell you what I mean by negative. If you, like, if we reject the truth of our own heart and being long enough, if we reject our truth, if we reject our dreams, like only we know who we are inside our mind and heart. If we reject it, hi Maka, hi Cora. If we reject our truth, you run up a very big debt with yourself. Meaning, if you are doing something you know is not right for you, then you're not living into your dreams. You're not living in, this is the opposite of courage. If you're running against what something deep in your heart is telling you, this ain't right. Truth requires sacrifice. You got to break habits, and it's bloody hard. It is bloody hard. You got to break habits, but truth requires sacrifice. And when we don't follow our truth, when we're not plotting the path of our truth, whatever it is, we start to run up major debt to ourselves. There's a debt. And the debt becomes painful. The debt becomes painful. Hi, Robin. So cool. The debt becomes painful, meaning when people come away from themselves for long enough, the pain becomes very heavy. It becomes familiar and you live with it, becomes heavy, and eventually you have a crisis. We've all had crises, and we will continue to have crises because this process is the entire life. This process, there's no arrival. We just keep going. That's a beautiful thing to remember, I find. That there's no arrival. This is a process-driven experience. So to accept the truth for ourselves means we have to sacrifice things. To accept the truth, it's like there are infinite possibilities. There are infinite possibilities, but there are finite probabilities. Our dreams come in to this equation. There's an equation between possibilities, yay, anything's possible, and probabilities. We have to find our truth for ourselves from our authenticity, listening to our own mind. You have to listen to yourself. To know yourself, think and listen for yourself and to yourself. And you have to be ruthless with like decluttering because there's so much chaos up there. Emotions and thoughts and ideas. And have to be ruthless and declutter to get down to the bedrock. Declutter and listen to yourself, you know. Have rituals. Pay attention. And you get to this point where you'll start to correct away from inauthentic paths and get away from dreams that aren't yours. Like, one of the things with following your dreams is that, like, my dream is different to their dreams. And, you know, the what is the Gita? Like, it's like, life is way more fulfilling when you follow your own path towards your own dream, even if you fail at it, rather than following wholehearted and succeeding completely upon someone else's dream, someone else's goal, you know? It's like finding our own path. It's bloody hard, but that work is far more fulfilling than just following the herd, following what everyone else is after. It's a potent call. Dream big. I say it to myself all the time. Hi, follow. Dream big. Dream big. Don't let the weight of life shrink the mind and put the flame used to be big and it became a pilot light and it gets buried. It's like we have to push back little by little. Some days it feels like I fucking can't do anything right. I can't do it. I can't get out of bed. So you start tiny. Let your incremental improvement becomes unstoppable. Incremental improvement. It's like the lowest tide going up millimeter by millimeter. Millimeter by millimeter. You know? It becomes unstoppable. Unstoppable. I love this quote. This is, I forgot who it is. But it says, being inauthentic is speaking from someone, like a ventriloquist, speaking with someone else's voice. So, one of the ways we can gauge authenticity and working towards our bigger dreams is to ask ourselves, did what I want happen? If the answer is no, then maybe the aim was slightly off. And I still have something to learn. It's like you take small dreams. Did what I want happen? No. Okay, why? We underestimate how much of that is upon us. We overestimate how much it is about the world around us. takes time. I want to read a small passage on courage. Speak your truth, live your dream, baby steps, incrementally, baby steps every day. Okay, I'm going to read this quote. It's from David Whyte, the poet. Genius. He's gorgeous, this guy. Genius. Courage is the measure of our heartfelt participation with life. Courage is the measure of our heartfelt participation with life, with another, with a community, with a work, with a future. This is the one for me, man. Courage is the measure of our heartfelt participation with a future. To believe in our future. To not be like, I'm done. I give up. To believe in a future. To pierce our reality. To see the future. What is probable? What is possible? And from in that possibility, what is probable? Where can I aim? Sebastian, going to the hairdresser. Yeah, come cut my hair. I hear you're quite good, Sebastian. Cut my hair. David Whyte goes on. To be courageous is not necessarily to go anywhere or do anything except to make conscious those things we already feel deeply, and then to live through the unending vulnerabilities and those consequences, of those consequences. I read this one more time. To be courageous is not necessarily to go anywhere or do anything except to make conscious those things we already feel deeply, and then to live through the unending vulnerabilities of those consequences. You know, the vulnerability of the consequences of living out our dreams. That is something to consider, to ponder, to reflect on. Because like all the success in the world does not necessarily reflect that we are living authentically into our dreams. Like sometimes our dreams are a little bit to the side, and like sometimes we need to take 10% of our time to appreciate and to contemplate what that message is coming from us. Vulnerabilities of those consequences. Living the truth requires sacrifice. Living our dreams requires sacrifice. And a life well lived is a life that is fulfilling, filled with some peace in our hearts, peace in our minds, knowing that we had to give some stuff up. We had to sacrifice some stuff in order to live into what was true for us. Back tomorrow, 9:30. Contemplate, write me messages, tell me to shut up. Sebastian, tell me to get my hair cut. Send me a good reference. Mount Kailash, the axis of the universe, Western Tibet, acts as a ideal where the chaos of the world revolves around something stable. Find something stable. Trust in that. Muhammad Ali, the low tide raised. He raised the tide. Okay, I'm going to go practice yoga now. I have a 1 hour level 1 practice starting in 1 minute. Okay. It's on Facebook, Pure Yoga Facebook Live. So come and join me. Okay. Love you guys. Namaste. Rest well. Practice well. Bye for now.